Alright, it's the afternoon of November 29th. I'm tucked into the same little cedar grove that I was in last night. Figure I'd come give this buck one more shot with my recurve. It's, as you can tell, it's warmed up a little bit. A lot of the snow's melted off today. Not sure what that'll do to the deer movement, but this is probably the last time I can get in here and hunt. Gun season's open up here in a couple days, so I'll be out of the woods, but there's a decent amount of green food here, so hopefully the warm-up doesn't affect the deer movement too much. Like I said yesterday, he's the only shooter that I know of, so really just hoping he comes back out in the same spot and doesn't get distracted and feeds his way past here. I certainly don't have as high of expectations as I did yesterday, but gotta be out here, of course, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just finishing getting set up here. It's about 2 o'clock right now. Man, that was a grueling one. So dang close. I'm sure my video didn't do it justice just because I couldn't move and really couldn't see him very well, but I'll try to explain kind of what happened. A lot of the deer were coming long ways away. They were coming out kind of on the other side. Something spooked them and they ran back in the trees, and then not too long after that I could hear some deer working into my cove. And I kind of got caught peeking around the corner too much. I think a doe maybe caught my movement or something, and the wind had died down to nothing too. That might have been the other thing that hurt me, was the wind was pretty light and variable, and probably blowing back into that cove a little bit. And so some of the deer actually boogered a little bit and kind of ran in, but I didn't see him until the end, but he stood by himself in the cove after the rest of the deer went into the trees. He just stood there and stood there and stood there, and I just went and looked at the time code on the GoPro, and it was 1 hour and 2 minutes. He didn't move more than 2 yards probably. And he was only 15 yards from me, again basically the same spot he was last night on the other side of the cedar branch. He wasn't spooked, he was feeding, but I think he kind of knew something based on the other deer's actions. You know, he had no reason to leave. He had his turnips right there, and he just ate and ate and ate until after legal shooting light. He walked by probably 15 to 18 yards, something like that. I was able to get some footage of him then, but man, just so grueling, just waiting and waiting and waiting and thinking I'm gonna, get a shot, thinking eventually he's gonna work back out. There were does, that came around the corner to my left, and they were looking at him. That was the only reason I knew he was even still back there. Was they were looking at something, and I knew that there weren't any other deer, so I can't believe he didn't make it out a little bit sooner, but mature buck just was comfortable back there until the cover of darkness, and then decided to walk out. So crazy. Again, such a cool experience of being on the ground that close to all the deer really, but especially mature buck. I've said it before, but he's absolute toad of a body deer. Just a giant body on him, even here we are a couple days before December. But unfortunately, that might have been my last opportunity at him. Conditions aren't good the next 2 days to get in there, and then the gun seasons open up. So unless he happens to make it past the gun season, potentially hunt him late season, but that's probably not likely. So I at least got in there and tried it, and was a fun couple hunts. So regardless, I'm gonna be out these next couple days, just don't know where yet. So hopefully I can finish strong.